for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Oh
God. The eclipse energy and stuff is messing with me hard. Vertigo.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be sitting there and then all of a sudden it's like this whoop, and it's just like this weird dizzying, and it's just like, yeah, we're recording this on March 27th, 2025.
Is tonight the eclipse or tomorrow?
The 29th, I think.
Okay. So yours is the physical, like the shit and all that. Mine's like mostly, well, yours is the vertigo and stuff like that, but mine's like the memory and emotional stuff, you know.
Yeah, that
and also joint.
Eye of Wisdom channel or whatever it is. We posted the link there several cups back.
Yeah.
That's the one that's eerily accurate.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, and it's like, what is this?
Like, literally, I'm screaming in my room, who are you? What are you? You're freaky, but you're cool. What are you?
Well, we thought it was
who are you?
Some of that AI farming programming shit.
Yeah, we thought it was a content farm.
Yeah, because it's everywhere.
But it's not.
It's
something different.
It's something else. But like I said, it's eerily accurate.
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of it being generalities that everybody could agree with. I don't think it's that. I really don't, because I've sat and tried to analyze it.
It seems very specific.
Yeah.
Very pointed for a certain group of people.
Yes.
It's like, being called out here.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not bad.
No.
But it's just odd that it is that accurate. And it's just like, whoo.
Who are you? What are you? Where do you come from?
Yeah. And it's like, there's so much mess going on. And there's going to be more mess going. If you look for it, you're going to find it.
Yeah.
So we're going to go a different direction. A different type of mess. It was a matter of God where we went to SAMHSA the other day. Trying to put things places. And our refrigerator, yeah. And Grok made, it's our refrigerator.
Yeah.
How is it that people do that? It's not just us. And you see some of these pictures and videos that people do. It's like, look, I have everything arranged by color and alphabet. And I'm thinking, you got some OCD.
That's what...
Would you ever want to be around somebody like that?
You got some OCD or control issues right there.
Both, maybe. And it's like, those are the people that have plastic on everything.
You can't even sit comfortably.
Right. For the rest of us that are normal peoples, stuff gets stuffed in the back of the refrigerator from time to time, and you're like, oh God, what was that?
What was that? This has become a science project.
Yes, and it's amazing. From a scientific perspective, you're like, I didn't know that would do that.
Literally.
It's just incredible.
I never knew that pineapple could get bumps on it.
Yeah.
Or bubbles.
You know, that was what, I don't know if you saw or if I reposted it. I know that I sent it to Integrity and Karma on X today, that they had, it was the skin of a pineapple. That they had put this, it was a metal ball. You know how they'll superheat those things to where they're literally red hot?
Yeah.
Then they'll put them on things.
I've watched many videos of that.
Yeah. It didn't burn the pineapple skin. It was crazy. I mean, it had a little blackened piece, but it didn't. It didn't do what you would think that it was going to do.
Maybe it was the juice that was
well,
the liquid in it.
It could have been that it had a high moisture content to it.
Yeah.
But I thought, this is incredible. I wouldn't want to try it, but it was incredible to watch.
That's like putting...
Pineapple, it's magical. It has wonderful nutrients in it. Now, we'll go through some fresh pineapple. We went through a phase of that a month or so ago.
Yeah. That reminded me of Big Brother. doing the thing about the banana pudding. It's like, this is fizzing. This banana pudding is fizzing.
Oh, God.
And him panicking over that. And it's just fermenting.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. If you use bananas that are still a little bit green in banana pudding, it can ferment. Because you've got fruit and you've got cookies in there, which usually have some kind, any of that. It's
yeast.
Making hooch. My mother was making hooch in her refrigerator.
Literally, and he's like, it sort of tingles, it's fizzing. What is this? And he's freaking out. About to call poison control. Like, dude, literally, I walk in there, I'm like, and I tried, I'm like, you're right, but dude, you're fine, you're just making hooch, you're just making moonshine, it's fine, put that in a still. Give it a couple days, put it in a still.
My response on a lot of that stuff is, the answer is vodka. It's good, it'll kill germs inside, outside, everywhere around, vodka.
Yeah.
It's just, take a shot of vodka, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
But we did, and it's like, why do people do that? And maybe it's just us, because when you go through the store, you're like, wow, this is wondrous. I can do all these things with this, and you get it home, and it's like it all goes away. Why? Why does that happen? Is it just
think
the
we
display?
disassociate it.
Is it the fluorescent lighting? I've always
so.
thought that Walmart has some kind of mind control, because you will go in there for one specific item, $200 or $300 later, and you're like, why did I buy this? Why did I buy this?
I don't know. But that happens. I think I think for real there is mind control in that those places.
But it's weird, and it's like, with this, whatever this period of time that we're going through, it's like you'll stand there and you're like, okay, I should eat. And you go to the refrigerator and you stand there and you stand there, and then you close the refrigerator and you just wander away.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but it's like, look at all that stuff. Mm-hmm. All of it. No. And then you eat chips or something.
Right. Because you just don't want to fool with the preparation or something.
It's like, this is very overwhelming.
Yeah. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just the ADHD and that we open it and we get overwhelmed. And it's incredible, because I can sit there and I can tell you just about where everything is. Not everything. Except in the way back. The way back.
There's stuff in the freezer that we don't really know what's in there.
If you don't know, throw it away. If it's that far that you can't remember it, throw it away.
That's like there's stuff that's like the stuff on the very bottom of a deep freeze. Uh-huh. You never get to it, and at some point you dig it up and it's like, what the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm. But that's why you're supposed to rotate that stuff, because with us, it's always like, oh my God, that was something that was wasted.
Not if it's in the deep freeze. That's like that. What was it? Someone ate mammoth meat.
What?
Yeah, someone ate mammoth meat or something like that.
How the hell did they do that?
It was something that was frozen out in the wild. It was frozen for so many, like, hundreds, thousands of years, and they de-thawed it or something like that, and they ate it.
Oh my God.
Verified.
Did they live?
Yeah, they lived.
Okay. Let me guess. It tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
It just tasted like beef or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Very. I don't know. It's like,
why would you eat that? I think they were cloning the mammoth genes. I mean, we've got some Jurassic Park.
You don't hear about that anymore,
wannabe people. Oh, yeah. It's like, I think they had cloned some of that into mice.
Look, go and get big-ass mice again? That's a rat.
Oh, yeah. It's really furry. Mouse, rat.
Furry rat.
Mammoth rat. I don't know. Why would you want to do that? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah. But we got a lot of people that they don't have that thought process to sit there and go, okay, what if this was millions of years ago. We're going to de-thaw it. We're going to reintroduce it into today's world. And that's
Loves
as
it.
far as it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Loves
cause
it.
and effect. Nothing.
No.
Here I am. I had got some wisteria the other day, and you know, it's not, we can't plant it yet. Well, hopefully we're through with all the frosting and different things
All the
like that.
cold.
But before I plant it at a certain place, I want to make sure that it's not going to harm the trees that are already there.
Right.
Because if it is one of those that becomes a vine, I love wisteria. But if it takes over like kudzu, no, I'm not going to plant it.
Yeah, no.
No, that would be bad. And it's just like any
Bamboo.
something. No.
No bamboo.
No bamboo.
It's
Not
an
unless it's in
invasive
a little jug or something that you can put in here in the house. That's it.
invasive species. You
Right.
don't
That is
plant
like
them.
the kudzu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Somebody
can at
thought
least
that was
eat-
a good idea.
You can at least eat the kudzu.
Yeah, actually, somebody said that you can eat it and it's high in protein.
What the fuck? What's in it? How's it high in protein?
I-
Is it like beans?
I don't know.
Legumes?
I wonder sometimes how these people determine these things, and that we've been lied to so much about everything. Nobody knows shit about shit. We don't know this stuff.
Is it the right kind of protein that people actually need, or can?
Well, it is a protein. I mean,
Yeah, but there's only a certain type of protein that you can get within meat.
well, yeah, that's the best kind because we are omnivores. I don't, but it's just strange. It is very strange.
What does that say about some of us that just have that mainly have sharp teeth in their face?
Yeah, that's the reason, high protein diet. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. People
As I
have
check
gotten
my teeth.
Oh, and you know what? That was one of the things that freaked me out. And it's like, I really, yes, I am going to throw off on this individual after I thought I ain't going to name names, but I am going to name names. That girl that they got to play Snow White.
Oh, Rachel Zegler?
Have you noticed her teeth
No.
on those interviews?
Oh, I've seen the thing of her going like Popeye, like.
Well, no, I mean, but her teeth are peculiar.
That's when we need the cameras.
And it could be some kind of something, but all of them were very flat.
She probably got dead ass. She probably has what are they fucking called? Veneers, implants, something like that. They look like piano keys.
Maybe.
They're
Maybe.
very uniform, very flat.
So are cows' teeth. That don't mean you want them in your face.
No, but some people get them installed. Some people like that piano. It's like I would prefer not to have a face full of
But
instrumental.
seriously, one of those interviews, she had just and she's one of them that sort of had that flip top head like that toothbrush commercial from years ago, and
That
the
was that
flip
one
top
person.
head.
That was that one person. I don't think it was Rachel Zegler. I don't remember who that was.
No, that one lady that we saw in that one
we saw
video, and I'm
eating
like,
the
oh my
food.
god,
That we saw eating the food. That was the
Yeah.
TikTok lady. Yeah, she
Yeah.
full on had flip top head. Her mouth was just shaped weird.
Yeah, I think these people are reptilian. I really do.
I don't think that's reptilian. I think that's something
That's
else.
something else.
There's a lot of people that you look at and it's like, are you human?
But right.
Are
They
you
can't
fully
figure
human?
out what that is either. It's like the stuff in the refrigerator. It's like, what were you? What were you?
What are you? What are Eye of wisdom? Who are you? What are you?
But anymore, and it's like I hate guilt, because everybody has got so much guilt because we have been seeped in it for so long. And even as far as the plastic containers that you put this stuff in. Now, am I one of these that will reuse a sour cream container or something like that? Oh, hell yeah, I will. You got to check and make sure what's in there says what's in there.
Toss it away.
That's
Toss
it.
it
I
out.
just throw the whole damn thing away. That or we feed the possums.
You don't need it.
Yeah. But
Unless
it's
you can
gotta
make
go somewhere.
Make something out of it or you throw it away.
If it's full of something that used to be, you
Then
can't
just
make
toss
nothing
it.
out of that.
You toss it if it has
But there's
something in it that
guilt.
used to be. Don't do a nana and have the shit piled up in the pantry.
No, we don't do that. But it's like, but yeah, to look in the refrigerator and go,
What
Why do I do this? What is wrong with me that I do this?
Because we get so overwhelmed.
I think that's what it is. And I think that has been going on in society for quite some time.
Yeah.
That everybody's just overwhelmed because the technology has advanced beyond what humans can adapt toward in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. Neural pathways and everything. I'm not the only one that's spazzing out. No. At least I'm not running naked through an airport, so I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you ain't crashing out.
No. It was just a matter of just trying to stay in the house and, And there was another weird thing on that little video, and it was talking about as far as the isolation thing. Mm-hmm. We've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
It's not a conscious decision necessarily.
I force myself to socialize, and I probably shouldn't.
That was what it was talking about. Do not force some of these things. Just go with the flow.
Yeah. Now, I will say, when I'm playing Fortnite, like, that's not really forcing. I'm having fun there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the flow, but...
Well, you've been in the artistic zone again, which is great. That's your happy place.
Yeah, and with that does not really leave room for much other...
No, because you're busy. You're doing something productive.
It doesn't really leave room for doing anything else in my life. Like, it's...
Well, it's hyper-focus. That's part of the ADHD also.
Yeah. Full on, I've let my room go back to shit because I've been so focused on this stuff.
And it is hard to keep a balance on that. But when the neurotypicals don't understand what it's like to be neurospicy no more than we can understand what it's like to be neurotypical.
Right.
I can't imagine not having 15,000 thoughts going on simultaneously in the head. And that's with the medication. Yeah. My therapist, God love her. And she keeps up with it. She just lets me run.
My therapist tries. She tries. Last time we had a session, and we got another one tomorrow. Yeah. Last time, you talk about those kiss your ass curves. Think about that mentally.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that almost every other minute with her.
Well, it's like branches on the tree, and you got a squirrel, and you know how they'll jump from branch to branch to branch. Yeah, that's ADHD. Mm-hmm. But it's all the same tree.
Yeah. It's all up in one head.
Mm-hmm. And it's really hard. And most of the time, it's like... I think the hardest thing for other people to keep up with is it's like you'll start a sentence, and then you go on to something else, and then it could be minutes later, you'll go back to that other sentence and finish that original thought. Mm-hmm. Because it's all occurring simultaneously.
I did that one time with one of the peer group people from, what was that? IOP or something like that. What was her name? Constance or something like that. She was talking about, because she had ADHD too, and her friend had ADHD. She was talking about her friend, and she was like, yeah, he's one of these people that will ask you, like, if you were a tree, what sort of tree would you be? And I'm like, I'm gonna have to think about that. And then we got on to another conversation. Then I was like, but going back to that thing, it's like, if I was a tree, I would have been like a weeping willow or something like that, And she's like, that's what I'm talking about. ADHD people get it and can follow.
Well, and it's like them doing the studies, and I never did go back and read that because this week has been so chaotic. As far as wondering if people who are autistic have telepathic abilities. I think that's possible. And you and I were talking about that earlier. It's like, I've always done this as far as knowing what somebody's going to say. I know what it was. You were singing a song, and I'm like, you've heard this song before. And you're like, and he was like, no, I just knew what they were going to say.
Yeah. I thought it was just my weirdness,
I'm like, no.
That's like certain shit. It's like sometimes we'll be on the road, and so, like I told you, someone was like riding our ass from Marion at one point. And it's like they'll turn off, and they did.
Yeah. Well, everybody has a little bit of that from time to time, that you know what's going to occur.
Yeah.
But for you to do that with song lyrics, that's way cool.
That's usually where...
There's a little bit of premonition there.
That's usually how it manifests. I thought it was just pattern recognition,
No. No, not on the song lyrics, not like that. And he's always, since he was little, he could hear a song once and sing it perfectly.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of. But as I got older, like legit, it's like there were certain songs that just would not stick, and I would have to learn the lyrics, and I would struggle to learn the lyrics.
Which songs in particular were those?
I remember one of them was it was, and I still remember some of the lyrics. It was Avril Lavigne's "Have You Forgotten Everything That I Wanted? Do you get it? No, you never got it. Do you get it now? Yeah, 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 yeah." That shit, but like I'm singing it derply, but you know.
I'm not familiar with that one by her. It was the Skater Boy thing.
It was from her second album.
Okay.
So I got yelled at for trying to sing that song and learning the lyrics.
By whom?
Nana.
Oh, God.
That was when I had to stay down there a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's like it's really.
She got on to me for crying. I was watching Titanic one time, and I started bawling.
Well, yeah.
I was crying. It was that scene. She's like, "Come back, come back!" Started bawling. And she got on my case for crying on that scene, you know.
I don't understand. I don't understand why somebody. I mean, if something touches somebody emotionally, leave them alone. If they ain't hurting themselves or somebody else, leave them alone.
But then, as I got older, I thought about that scene and other people, and learning more about it through other people as well. There was enough room on that door that Jack could have stayed up there with her.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. It was just one of those, but it was an odd movie. It was one of those that I watched it once, and it lasted about 9 days, and it was once was enough.
Yeah.
There's some people that they'll sit there and they'll watch it 15,000 times, and it's like, okay, good for you.
Yeah,
you
I've watched it like twice, and that was enough.
No, if I'm going to watch something, I want it to be 13th Warrior or Signs or Constantine or something like that.
Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, you watch that one a lot.
I've watched that one a lot.
Mm-hmm. So,
shovel fight scene. Great.
Some of these memories that kid had and other people have been processing. I had one earlier today, but it was just like, oh, yeah, and it left and it's gone.
Yeah.
It's like this stuff in the back of the refrigerator, and this planetary alignment is cleaning up.
It is, and it's going to continue to clean it up.
How many monsters have you got in the back of your refrigerator? Yeah.
I don't know. There's been shit I blocked out.
In the next few days, just remember that. And if it comes up, whatever it is, you sit there and you go, oh, this was old stuff from way back when. I don't need it anymore. Let's throw this away.
Yeah, I mean, some of the shit that I think about now, it's like that memory that popped up. It's like, ow. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, or just
that's kind of like, oh, that happened.
Yeah, just look at it through, the eyes that you have in this moment. Hopefully matured.
It's like I was sick. There was nothing wrong with it. I was just sick. I was being a little melodramatic, but I was sick.
Yeah. It's crazy. So,
have any of y'all been so sick in a public place that you curled up on the stall floor? How many of y'all? That
was what weird, and I'm like, I do not remember that at all. Now, that's something he expects me to remember every single second of my almost 60 years.
Lord knows I'm not good at recounting stuff all that well most of the time. Unless it's stuff I clearly remember,
Yeah, and it could have been during that period of time that everything there in 2013 where I was having the experience that I was.
It could have been.
But it's like, I think
it could have been.
If a store attendant or employee had come and said, hey, your kid's sick in the bathroom.
I don't think she did. I think she said, like, hey, your kid was looking for you.
I don't remember an attendant ever or an employee ever coming to me about it because I knew where my kids were.
It was one time out of how many?
It doesn't matter.
It
That
never
would have
really
been
happened.
because that it would have been so unusual. It looks like I would have remembered that, but I don't. He's having, and I'm like, are you sure it was in this universe?
I hope.
We don't know.
It could have been. You know what? If it wasn't in this universe, it can stay in that other universe.
Mm-hmm. But that other universe where the Fruit of the Loom had the cornucopia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the little Monopoly man had the monocle.
Yeah. I want that universe back.
Yeah. I think that we all do. The universe where the 80s were. And if we're in some kind of holding
in the
pattern.
good early 2000s.
What if we are in the universal refrigerator right now? And it's like,
What, we just wait? We just wait and be thrown out?
No, I don't think it's a matter of that. I think it's a matter of waiting for the bad stuff to be thrown out so that the good stuff can be used.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things to ponder. What's in your refrigerator?
What's in your wallet?
An odd little man, isn't it?
That's like,
Very intimidating commercial.
Z was showing me this video game and explaining to me all about the guns that were in it and shit like that. And I'm like, because I remember something I wanted to tell him. And he's like, O'Reilly. And then I was like, O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Ow!
So there's all kinds of interesting as far as triggers right now. There is. It's to observe. It's great for those of us that observe to watch other people process. Because sometimes if you're one of the ones that's going to help others, you will go through it prior.
Yeah.
You go through it before. And you're so that you can sit there and go, yeah, you'll live. You'll be all right.
But I think this time we're going through it about the same time.
Sometimes, yeah. So it should be interesting weekend coming up. Prayers. Lots and lots of prayers.
Why?
So while it's Friday before the weekend, you can go, you can clean out your refrigerator, and then you don't have to worry about it all weekend to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's having paranormal. Everybody is having supernatural. Everybody.
I'm going to show you that song after we can get done recording.
Yeah, I'm going to take some meclizine, and I will sleep. The vertigo is not fun. It's not horrible, but it's enough to where when it's like that.
I found out that Sudafed affects me about the same way that you do. You can take it for 3 days and it works, and then the fourth day it doesn't.
It doesn't. You start to metabolize it to where your body and doesn't do the same thing.
So you got to take like a week off from it, and then you got to do it all over again.
Mm-hmm. That's true of a lot of different medications. Do you want to tell them where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Orlando's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Orlando COCWS. You can check me out on there, too.
Yeah.
That alien sable.
Yeah, it's there.
Which, no joke. I mean, change it to Iggy Poo. You typed in Iggy Pop. And
I did. It's just
explain it.
This is how things happen. It's like I was trying to do a search for the song Candy that Iggy Pop did with the lady from the B-52s. Mm-hmm. And it's like, looked at what I had typed and it was Iggy Poo. And it's like, yes, that's the bastard cousin of Iggy Pop, 72 times removed. And that's how these things, this is how shit posting occurs. Some of us, Gen X, we've been doing this. We just didn't have the computer to put it. It was just random word stuff.
Because it's just part of human.
Sure, to make something funny, to see the humor in things. And that is, humor is one of the greatest gifts. It is one of the best coping skills and is dreadfully underutilized. Mm-hmm. So whatever happens, laugh. Just laugh. Breathe. Go through.
Yeah.
And do not fear.
Fear is not of God.
It is not of God. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.